Good morning, good afternoon and good evening to everyone. It's a pleasure that you all joined this call. For us, clearly, it's something new. It's the first time TASKI unveils live their new product range. Hopefully it's also for you something new, but it will be exciting, I can tell you. If I look back to the last 2 years, clearly it was a difficult time. We all know that. And even more, it makes me proud to be a part of a big team who did go through this time and work on innovation. And today we will unveil truly an innovative range of scrubber dryers. This innovative range of scrubber dryers following our vision to transform the way how the world experiences smart and sustainable cleaning for a safer and healthier world. So it's truly something big, but even more, it's more versatile than any Swiss knife, and it looks better than any Swiss knife. So there is a lot to talk about it. As usual, not enough time. Hey, let's start the show. Now here we are. Welcome the new ULTIMAXX range. I mean, this is clearly the biggest range with so much versatility, so much options we have ever built. And of course, always with the well-known TASKI quality. Here you have our 1900. This ULTIMAXX 1900 has a 43-liter tank size. And by the way, you can also have this machine with a 60-liter tank size, so bigger. But I think because you did join our webinar call today, you expect something more, right? So we have a world premiere. Let's welcome the ULTIMAXX 900. Because you can also have it smaller. This has a 20-liter body, but you see already we are using the same brush jacks. And now you think, well, good, but you have more. Well, there are two more things. You see, we have also in these machines different brush decks. So there are unlimited possibilities. And I really will talk about that. And you will be, of course, amazed. But now, let's give the word to someone who really knows every detail about this machine. Let's look a little bit under the skin.
My name is Thomas Keller. I'm the technical project lead of this project ULTIMAXX. So in the past we had really a static approach. We had only one cleaning deck for one size of the machine. And here with ULTIMAXX we widen it up to have a full modularity, and that goes in every detail, but of course also to the cleaning decks. So ULTIMAXX will help the customer needs, especially to have this modularity and the cleaning decks they really need for their certain areas. We also have the Intelli dosing system, which helps to have not much chemical on the floor. We have our Whisper technology, which helps some customers for a daily use. And then we bring also the whole ULTIMAXX to a digital area. So we implemented the Intelli Touch. We implemented IntelliTrail, which helps bigger customers especially to manage the whole fleet machines of them, and also have predicted maintenance directly on the machine. So the ULTIMAXX is really customizable in every detail. So first, the different cleaning decks. We widen it really up to have a chance to clean every hard floor for the customer needs. So ULTIMAXX has different brush systems, then every floor type is different and has another needs for a mechanical cleaning. So we have the current disc solutions, but we implement also an orbital version and of course a roller brush. So on the Ultimax it's really easy to change the brushes on our new cleaning deck with this brush unit. So it's without any tool, as always from TASKI. The customer needs no tool at all. So yellow marked areas, so it's really easy to change the brushes. So with the implementation of the IntelliTouch, it was possible to have a one-button approach. So the customer can only put the button play and the machine does magical all the rest and they can start cleaning. So it was really important to have this kind of solution. So a screen on the machine will really help to better maintain the machine. There are some guidance on the screen itself, but will also help new customers with some training videos that they can look first before they start cleaning. So the technology inside the lid was for TASKI overall really important. We have always the suction motor on top of the machine, means over the water level, but the suction motor is really loud, so that's for the customer then annoying. For that we implemented the Whisper technology, which brings the sound level massively down, but also, more importantly, the frequency. So overall, the efficiency will help the customers to have much longer runtime, to maintain the machine better, and of course the whole lifetime of the machine. Next, we will see a practical demonstration that shows you the power of Ultimax.
Great. So now we know exactly how the machine works. Thank you, Thomas. So we are now here in Switzerland and I would like to talk more about Ultimax. By the way, Switzerland, in Quillen, we call it Center of Excellence for TASKI. You are always welcome to visit us, and we will also love to have a walk with you through our production. So contact us also if you want to visit the Center of Excellence for TASKI in Switzerland. One thing on this range, the name, TASKI ULTIMAXX. I mean, if you look to the TASKI's heritage, with more than 65 years in experience with Swiss roots, it was clear that all the elements which we do good, we want to continue. We want to do it even better. And it was clear from the beginning that we want to take the use or maximize new technologies. So we want to combine the power of the ultimate TASKI cleaning machine with maximizing all new technologies. This is why you have the name ULTIMAXX. I hope you like it. Now there is a number, so this is the 1900, then we have the smaller 900, and we have the bigger 2900. As this range is so modular and you can combine it with so many pieces, this number stands for the tank. So as example, this machine, the 1900, has a 43-liter tank and it can clean with one tank fill more than 1900 square meters. So it's the ULTIMAXX 1900. So now you know the name. If I look to this machine, the team did really spend a lot on ergonomy. I mean, clearly, we want that our machines are standing for sustainability, for performance in cleaning, for efficiency, and for safety. But always at the core of every design is functionality. It's operational functionality. Because at the end, we want that cleaners can shine in the morning, in the evening, on wherever it's possible. We want that they feel that they can do the job. So definitely, if I touch this with all the work we spend on ergonomy, it's definitely great. It's an upgrade for the user. If we now talk about the machine, I mean, one thing which is obvious is the brush deck. We have different brush decks. It means you can choose from a 43 centimeter up to a 65 centimeter. This is really giving you a good performance. And the cleaning result, outstanding. You will not find any machine delivering a better cleaning result with really a low amount of water. And even more, if you think about the water, we have also chemical dosing in the machine, so you can use our IntelliDose high concentrate, or you can use this little bucket, and here you can use every chemical you want. With the high quality pump, which we call IntelliFlow, and smart electronic, we not only control the dosing of chemical, we also control the water flow. And it means chemical water flow combined with the speed. So if the machine goes faster or slower in corners, we use less chemical and we use less water to have always the right amount we need. Well, at the end, this means your cleaning is more efficient, so you can do more per tank, and IntelliFlow is saving you 76% of water and chemical compared to average machines on the market. This is definitely a great thing. So I think it's simple, it's efficient, safe, great story. Let's go back quickly on the brush deck. This is now a single disc, very traditional. What we have too is we have double disc and we have orbital. So it means now we really can go into completely different applications. We can go into top stripping, or we can use our cylindrical deck to remove the need of pre-sweeping, bigger debris, structured floor. All these things are possible. So now with this range, which is so comprehensive, there is no application we cannot fulfill. And I think there is almost no challenge out there which we not can solve with this new range. If we stay here, what is really interesting is if you look to this lid. I mean, in general, it's a lid to cover the tank, true. But for us, it's a masterpiece on how we can use functional design. So in this lid, we have a patent technology. We call it the Whisper patent or the Whisper technology. How we funneling the airflow. And over this funneling, the machine becomes so quiet. I mean, it's only at 60 decibel. This is really good. I mean, it's good for daytime cleaning, or it's good for areas where noise is not really the right place. Hospitals or any area with traffic. This is great, but even more, if you can funnel the airflow, you can also control filtration. And I think we all have seen that air quality is a key element over the pandemic time. So now here, also available with EPA H13, with a great filtration quality. This is really something which stands out, and we think this is really something great for the market. And then there is a lot more. Clearly the open tank designs we have all the time with TASKI. Then the yellow maintenance points. By the way, you know who has that invented? Yes, exactly, TASKI. Then of course you can remove everything without tools. All these elements which we have already today on current machines, we did carry it over. We did of course make it better. Then you can also have options how to automatically fill a machine. It's called Aqua Stop. Just closed it again. You can of course also have different options to operate the machine, and there I want to show you something. It's called IntelliTouch. So if I think about, hey, I mean my staff turnover is so big that I have to train always people, well, you could code just with an interactive touchscreen. You have seen that if I'm a new user, I'm just saying yes, new user, and then I can see videos. These videos are showing how to prepare, maintain the machine, or also it shows how the best routing of cleaning. So it really shows a lot of different elements, which then helps to, or makes it not necessary to do an in-depth training, and everybody can really use the machine. Even more, if you think about how to use the machine, the control panels. We are using smart technologies, we call it with Hall sensors. So at the end, forwards, backwards movement is so good to control. It's so safe, and even you can also you can even limit the speed. So if you feel this is a really critical area, I not want to go more than 1 kilometer or what is ever the walking speed, no problem. You can limit the speed on whatever you want. So this is definitely something which is so helpful. If you then look to this screen, you have options like, so okay, how many minutes you can still clean, how many square meters you have already cleaned, and a lot of other informations. And one thing I would also like to call out is IntelliZone. So here you can even predefine the cleaning zones. So let's say kitchen, maybe you want to use more water, a little bit more brush pressure, more chemical. So you just predefine that, and at the end, if a user is going to the machine, he's just saying zone 1, kitchen, or whatever the name is, and the machine will directly use the right settings. So this is also a great feature, I would say. All at the end also controlled over NFC keys. One key is the administrator key, and the other key is the operator key. You see clearly all elements here with the electronic, very nicely designed. The hoses to empty the machine, or dirt water, fresh water. So all really high quality design. And I think what I would also like to talk about is what you don't see. So how the machine design is really with high quality components. So every motor, everything else has really a longevity which is really new in the market. And this is why we are also giving a 3 years warranty. But even more, what you don't see is the smart piece. This machine has a very smart electronic. And with our IntelliTrail, which is a fleet management tool, now becoming even more a machine management tool, we know all informations. We know the conditions of every motor. We know how many chemicals you have used. We know how many water you've used. And this is really giving a complete picture. For what can we use that? With this machine, we will be able to do a proactive predictive maintenance. So we know already when there is a risk for breakdowns, like a motor or whatever. We can also access the machine and see remotely error codes, or even more, we have also the possibility to do firmware updates all over the air. I think for a scrubber like this is pretty unique, and we are really proud for all this smartness in this machine. There would be a lot more to talk about. However, I mean, there are more informations available on our ULTIMAXX microsite, or you can also contact us. So I have speaked a lot. Let's now talk also to some others and go to the panel discussion with some real specialists. All right, so now let's add to real specialists and ask them questions and get more insights. By the way, insights, if you want to know more about it, you know already, you can send us an email over our webpage or contact, and we can also give detailed information after this stream. Now, welcome Saskia. Saskia is the global application specialist for TASKI. She really connects the outside world, so the customers, with our inside world, what we want to develop. So very important to understand all your voices and integrate that into great products. Hi Andreas.
Hey Marcel.
Andreas is the executive director of the TASKI R&D. I mean, clearly he knows a lot about the ULTIMAXX range, so the here and now, but he knows even more about the future. So let's see what we can get out of him. Welcome both.
Hi.
Hey Marcel, thanks for the invite.
Yeah, it's cool that you're here, huh? So it's also good to have some other faces and more insights about it. So let's crack on. Saskia, I mean, I think the first was going out, right? Seeing customers. What you did see, what did it find out at the first point when we know, let's start the project and go to customers?
I mean, that was already a while ago. 3.5 years ago we started, and we visited customers globally. So it was not only Europe or North America or Asia. We visited the whole world and did focus groups and collected that critical requirements from the customers. Different sectors, and yeah, it was just great to have all those voices.
Now, if we talk about different countries, different cleaning methods, different sites, I mean, did you find the one customer out there? I mean, it would be easy. Yeah, you are our role model, and now we develop a product for you.
That would be great. That would be easy for us, right?
It would make our life so much easier.
It wasn't that easy. So we did not figure out that there is one customer. There is, tons of just critical requirements and different cleaning methods. and different needs. So there is not one.
So if we say it's clear our customers are unique and every site or every process has its own uniqueness. So how did you then bring together this critical environment, or what is critical
Customer
requirements? So
Yeah.
very good for me.
Yeah.
Something I will take with me. Bring it to how you bring it together for Andreas, because at the end I think how you could really also vote what is more important than the other. So how this works?
At the end, it's a big session with the whole team. So you sit together 1 week and really go through the feedback. And then you create, let's say, a critical customer requirements as clusters. So you have this, and this, and you kind of rate them. So the more something was mentioned, the more important it is. So that's actually...
So it's okay. So Andreas, now, I mean, I can understand you as executive director, you have a vision where you want to go. But then clear there is the voice of the customers with the critical requirements. So how you deal with that, with your vision, but also seeing what are the critical environments?
Yeah, it's a great question, Marcel. So the customer critical requirements (CCR) is a document which runs throughout our project, and whatever we do and we have to test, we run it against that critical customer requirements, and we invite customers as well to prove that we are on the right direction. And on the other hand, on a technology point of view, we need to have technology ready. Once we enter a project, the technology need to be ready for us, so it needs to be known from us. Otherwise, the risk is too high that the project will fail, the cost will be too high. So we have a parallel path of technology that we make sure the technology is ready before we bring it into a machine project.
So okay, you have of course the product development and the breakthrough technology development.
Yes.
Beside.
Yep.
I will not ask what great things we have next, okay, but so let's focus now on the project. If you look to the parts of your development project, how much you would say is real development or testing? I mean, I think it's both, but is there a split? So what is technology development?
A split is not as easy to define because, of course, if there are parts which have less risks, there we don't need to test so much. But for me, it's a continuous cycle of test, fail, learn, and repeat. The way we learn, the faster and easier it is to avoid mistakes and additional costs later in the process. That's why I cannot really say there's a split of 70-30 or 90-20. It's really dependent on the function and the design we have.
Now, through the phase of prototyping, test, fail, learn, at some point clearly the concept comes back to you, right? Because at some point it's time to overlay voice of customer input with what is our first output. So how is this working? And for sure it's exciting to get out the first product. Right?
It actually really is, and we have had the possibility of having a 3D printed machine, so a real prototype which you could use, which makes it easier at the end to test as just having parts and put them together. So it was great to see. At the end we test it physically together with customer, so it's our voice internally from what we knew from the voice of customer, but it's also including our customers to give their voice back and use the machine. It's really using the machine.
Okay, so already then there starts the process going back to these customers and then continuing to improve.
Exactly.
If we look back, both of you, on the time we spend on the project collectively, and I know and also you are standing for teams, what would you point out as clear element makes you proud or you think about it?
Yeah. So the first moment when I saw the machine, I was very proud just to see it physically in front of you. And if you then go further into the machine and see the modularity, so that we can deliver now that multiple options to our customers which have not only one need, that makes me very proud. So we can deliver everything to everyone, because not everyone is the same. And then the second point is really the cleaning performance again. So it's just an awesome cleaning performance, and we heard that from every customer used the machine. The cleaning performance is just excellent.
Cool. So of course cleaning performance matters. It's a cleaning machine. So Andreas, if I would ask you, of course, standing for your team, what would you say makes you proud?
So first of all, we're replacing Swingo in the market with ULTIMAXX, and we all know Swingo is the best machine in the market, and now ULTIMAXX is the best machine in the market. Means the challenge, and what I'm really proud of, is we could increase the cleaning performance over the Swingo. This is the first thing, and then modularity. Saskia mentioned it already. Very important, and with the implemented connectivity and smartness of the machine, we actually know in detail what happens in the components of the machine. We can predict maintenance, we can predict cost of use, so we will enable features for customers in future to optimize their daily life and how to manage their fleet. So I think we really did a great job matching cleaning performance with new technologies and all the best for the customers.
Many thanks both to you. So you see at the end, based on the voice of customers, the critical elements out of that, and of course the ingredients of German and Swiss precision engineering with digital tools, we have a great product range. And this product range, the ULTIMAXX range, is coming now this year into the market over different phases, and I'm sure you will hear much more about it, and maybe you will see also again Saskia and Andreas. But now let's go to another stage.
Alright, this was the session today. I hope you did enjoy it. I mean, to be really honest, we only did show a fraction, because this complete machine range is so flexible and unique. We could even do more than 10,000 combinations. Well, we simply not have the space for that. But you know what? TASKI is going digital. So for more, go on our website taski.com, or go to the App Store, Google Play or App Store, download the TASKI AR app, and with the TASKI AR app you really can see all the details digital, all brush decks, all technologies, everything available in augmented reality. So this is really giving you the full insights. I completely believe that this new TASKI machine range combines all the learnings from the past with breakthrough technologies now. I believe this machine range has the X factor, and I'm sure you have some challenges. So the best is you contact us, show us your challenge, we will solve it and do a live demo directly on your site. And with that, next week Interclean, I will be there. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. Many thanks for watching. Take care and goodbye.